Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Novella. Today is Wednesday and actually tomorrow is the 1st of June, and that means in a large part of the world Pride Month, and it's also the beginning of June on the range. Now Michael Clark, one of my frequent commenters, said why not do a Pride on the range, and rightly so. It wasn't that easy to come up with books because there's only 2 of them that I've actually read. There are a couple that I find interesting, but the rest I don't know if they are any good, but I tried. So the first one that I came up with was The Adventures of China Iron. Now this is set in Argentina, but it has the same feel as a Western. It's also with horses and carriages and everything. It's a really good book. It is written by Gabriela Camara and translated by Fiona McIntosh and Iona McIntyre. The Adventures of Sheena Iron, I have to say Sheena Iron, is the story of a woman who got away out of a bad marriage, and when she runs away she comes across an Irish woman and they cross the Pampas to be safe, and a relationship develops between the two, and then there are other people that will join them. But it's a really good book. It's full of adventures, and it's actually a Western, as it has to be, I think. And then I thought of Heresy, written by Melissa Lenhardt. Now, I read this book last summer, and this was a biography, a sort of a non-fiction, but still written as more or less fiction. This was about a real gang of women that robbed post coaches, and they only belonged to one guy that they truly hated. And also there are relationships developing and everything. It's quite amusing and very interesting, and they were never caught or never arrested because the men of the law couldn't get over the fact that the robbers were women and that they robbed men. So yeah, it's the only gang that did multiple robbings of stagecoaches, and they weren't arrested. It's the only gang that ever pulled that trick off. So yeah, it's very interesting. It's really good. And then I have some others. They're all on my Kindle. I don't have any physical copies. But I also thought of, I haven't read them yet, but I read one of his books last month, I believe, Old God's Time. I believe it was named. So 1 second, I will go up. By Sebastian Barry. So there's 2 books. One is 1,000 Moons and the other is Days Without End. And this is also about a sort of newly formed family with 2 black guys and a daughter that isn't theirs, and but they have a family. I believe that's the story behind it. So 1,000 Moons and the other book is Days Without End, and both are written by Sebastian Barry. The Power of the Dog was a suggestion by Michael. I didn't know, I've seen the movie and I loved it, but I didn't know that this was from a book, and the book is written by Thomas Savage. Now, The Power of the Dog is about a closeted gay man who is alone, and he's married to a woman that has a son, but it's not his, and the son is a bit of a psychopath. So yeah, it's a really, I loved the book, so I loved the movie, so I'm guessing that the book is also very good. And then I also found this one. Let me open it. Somewhere Between Love and Justice by S.W. Andersen. And, wait 1 second. The second book is The Price of Payback. And those are both Sarah Sawyer books. So Sarah Sawyer is a woman that is abused at a very young age. And she wants to revenge the death of her parents, and then she falls in love with a woman named Jo Porter, and it has a really good review, so I think it's good. They both are good. So, and then 1 second, sorry for the... I'm not used to talk about books that I haven't read, and I don't like that too much, but anyway. And then I found a book that was kind of forgotten and just got republished in February 2023. It is written by Hubert Creekmore. It's called Welcome, and there's an introduction by Phillip Gordon. So, in Ashton, Mississippi provides the deceptively sterile, conforming and blindly respected background in The Welcome, a novel written by Hubert Creekmore in 1948. After moving to New York, following Jim's wedding, Don returns home, rooted by the depression of the 30s. He finds Jim stuck in an unhappy marriage, and Don's arrival intensifies Jim's mystery. As Jim sinks into alcoholism, Don connects with a new love interest, and their mutual friends persistently try to unlock the secrets between Don and Jim. And ahead of its time in the depiction of same-sex relationship, the novel caused a scandal upon release. So yeah, I think that's a really interesting one. What do you say? So yeah, that's it. I hope you like my picks. I hope you want to read one of them for Pride on the Range. And I see you back on Friday. Bye bye.